My name is Alice. I'm 30 now, living in a quiet suburb outside Chicago, in a house that feels both familiar and empty. I've been married to David for 10 years. From the outside, we look like the ideal couple. He's always so attentive, opening car doors for me, surprising me with flowers on random Tuesdays, holding my hand when we walk through the park. People at parties smile and say, "You two are so lucky." And David? He's a good man. Kind, patient, reliable. He makes me laugh on bad days, listens when I ramble about work, and never forgets our anniversary. But here's the truth I've buried deep. I don't love him the way he loves me. My heart has been locked away for so long, I'm not sure it even remembers how to open. It started when I was 20. I fell hard for Ryan, my college boyfriend. He was everything, charismatic, adventurous, with eyes that made me feel seen. We talked about forever, marriage, kids, a little house by the lake. I gave him my whole heart, naive and trusting. Then, one rainy autumn evening, he sat me down in our tiny apartment and said, "I've met someone else." Just like that. No fight, no slow fade. He'd been seeing her for months. I begged him to stay, tears streaming down my face as rain pounded the windows. He left anyway, packing a bag while I sobbed on the floor. That night broke me. I wandered the streets alone, drenched and shattered, vowing never to let anyone hurt me like that again. I built walls, high and thick. I learned to smile, to date casually, but never to love fully. My heart became a fortress. David came into my life a year later. He was gentle, persistent without being pushy. We met at a mutual friend's wedding. He asked me to dance, and we talked all night. He didn't rush. He courted me slowly. Coffee dates, long walks, quiet evenings watching old movies. I felt safe with him, admired him, trusted him. So when he proposed after 2 years, I said yes, not because of fireworks or butterflies, but because he was steady, reliable. He wouldn't leave me broken. We married in a small ceremony, and for a while it worked. I convinced myself this was love, calm, uncomplicated. But deep down, I knew it wasn't. I gave him companionship, but not my soul. Over the years, David poured his love into our life. He built us a home, filled it with warmth, cozy blankets, photos of our trips, even a garden because I once mentioned loving flowers. He'd look at me across the dinner table with that soft gaze, saying, "I'm so grateful for you, Alice." I'd smile back, nod, but inside I felt nothing but guilt. My responses were measured, hugs that were warm but brief, kisses that lacked passion. I was careful not to hurt him, but I kept my distance. Sometimes I'd catch a flicker of sadness in his eyes when I pulled away too soon or changed the subject from deeper talks. I told myself it didn't matter. He was happy enough. But silence can wound as deeply as words. One summer evening, as we sat on the porch watching fireflies, he took my hand. His grip was tighter than usual. "Alice," he said softly, "I want us to be closer, really close. I love you so much. Do you feel the same?" My chest tightened like a vice. I wanted to scream the truth, that my heart was still scarred from Ryan, that I couldn't risk opening it again. Instead, I squeezed his hand and murmured, "Of course." But my voice was hollow. He searched my eyes, hoping for more, but I looked away, pretending to watch the stars. That night, in bed, I lay awake, guilt gnawing at me. How could I keep taking his love without giving back? Months dragged on. He tried again, planning a romantic weekend getaway to the lake, our special place. We walked hand in hand, But when he whispered, "Tell me you love me like I love you," I froze. Silence stretched between us. I managed a weak, "I do," but it rang false. He didn't push, but I saw the hurt etch deeper into his face. I convinced myself I was protecting him from the pain of knowing I couldn't reciprocate. But really, I was protecting myself from vulnerability, from loss. One sleepless night, I watched him sleep beside me. His face was peaceful, lines softened in the moonlight. He'd given me everything: time, patience, unwavering devotion. And what had I given? Scraps. Echoes of affection, but never the real thing. Tears slipped down my cheeks. Was I cruel? Selfish? Or just broken? I knew then I couldn't keep this up. It wasn't fair to him. He deserved someone who could love him fully, without reservations. The next morning, while he was at work, I wrote the letter. My hand shook as I poured out the truth. David, you're the best man I've ever known, but my heart never healed from the past. I married you because you felt safe, but I can't give you the love you deserve. It's not you, it's me. I'm so sorry. I left it on the kitchen table, packed a small bag, and walked out. When he came home, he called me, voice breaking. No anger, just quiet sobs. "Alice, please, we can fix this." I whispered goodbye and hung up, my own tears falling. Now, months later, I live alone in a small apartment downtown. The house we shared is sold. He's moved on, or so I hear from mutual friends. I see him in dreams sometimes, smiling, hopeful, reaching for me. I wake with a heavy ache, wondering if I did the right thing. Guilt lingers like a shadow. Was it kindness to leave, or cruelty to stay? I think of Ryan's betrayal and how it froze me. David thawed parts of me, but not enough. I hope he finds someone who can return his love, the way he deserves. Sometimes, on quiet evenings, I sit by the window, watching the city lights. I feel sadness, yes, but also a strange peace. My heart is still guarded, but maybe one day it'll crack open. For now, I carry the weight of the love I never returned. It's my truth, painful and real.